Hello everybody, welcome back to the vlog. So today instead of tea time, it's apple time, right? And the idea of today's vlog is basically getting to the core of Sony's problem when it comes to bringing in professional sports photographers that they were looking for when they designed and they introduced the Sony A9. So I want to talk to you guys about it a little bit. But before I get into it, I want to ask that you head over to my website, JCristina.com. Over there, you can find a lot of photography tools that I've invented over the years, and maybe there's something there that might work out for you in your photography business. And if there is, please pick something up and support me. I would really appreciate it. I would also like to give a just mass shout out to all of my subscribers. I have to say, I love you guys. That's why I do this. I love the interaction that you give me and that you provide to the entire community. And you do it like selflessly. You know, anytime there's a gaffe that I make, which I make all the time, you call me out on it. You tell me where I made a mistake and whatnot. I really do appreciate that. Everything, doesn't matter if it's positive or negative feedback, I appreciate it all because that means you guys care enough to take the time to comment. Anyways, also, 5,000 guys, 5K. I'm literally just a couple of subscribers away from that elusive number of 5K. I cannot even believe it. Thank you, and thank you once again. Anyways, getting right to it. Now, this issue with Sony and bringing in professional sports shooters. I commented about this a bunch of videos ago, and I'm like, you know, I just don't think that they're going to be able to do it because they don't have enough glass that will support the professional sports shooters, right? Does the camera do 20 frames per second? Yes, it does in some situations, but if you need flash and other issues, you have to take it back down to 5 frames a second. And now you just lost the high-speed sports shooter, approach where you can just sit there and motor through and then catch that action when you need to. So that is going to be an issue. I don't know, but something has happened. Something has happened that is very interesting. Now, I talked about some new G Master glass that's going to be coming out momentarily, right? Probably this month or right around CP Plus. It's coming, I think it's March. And we've seen it in the wild. We've seen it in the wild, guys. A 400 millimeter prime. That's a 2.8 G Master lens. Now, so I was going through one of the Sony rumors sites and I found this article talking about a photographer having this 400 millimeter in Korea. And I went over to the photographer's Instagram page and it's Andrea Pizzini, I believe her name is. And sure enough, this does not look staged or fake. This actually looks like the lens that I was talking about, the 400 millimeter prime 2.8. Look at this massive lens. That is a Sony 400 millimeter 2.8. That is a G Master lens, guys. OSS. This is incredible. All right. That is going to be over $10,000 for that lens, right? But this kind of starts getting closer to that sports shooter, what they're looking for. As a sports shooter, this is the type of lenses that you need. You need these mega massive primes and they need to be long. 400 millimeter is pretty good, but they'll probably still need a 1.4 or 2.0x teleconverter on it to be able to reach some of that stuff. So one of my awesome subscribers by the name of Gerald Williams wrote in on my last video. And what he said here is, he said, a Sony Pro's gear for covering the Winter Olympics. And he gave a link. Now I'm going to put that link into the comment area below. It's also in the description so you guys could go take a look. So when you follow the link, you'll find a vlog by a man named Nick Didlick. And what he talks about is the gear that he's using for covering the Winter Olympics. And as you can see here, there is a ton of gear that he's bringing with him. Now, if you look at all of this, he says that he has 2 main bodies, which are A9s. He's got 2 backup A9s. He also has the Sony 12 to 24 f4, a 16 to 35 G Master 2.8. He's got a 24 to 70 2.8 G Master, a 70 to 200 G Master, also fast glass 2.8. And then he has his workhorse, which he calls it, which is a 100 to 400 millimeter f 4.5 to 5.6. Now, that glass, it's his workhorse, but like I said before, when you start strapping that glass to a teleconverter like a 1.4 or a 2.0, you're going to end up losing light. You're going to drop a stop or two of light. Now that could be an issue, not necessarily if you're shooting in the bright daylight, but if you're doing any kind of nighttime coverage, you're not going to be able to use a 2x teleconverter with that lens. I really think he's going to end up having a real problem. He's going to have to just burst that ISO way out the roof where you don't want it to be, and you're going to be pulling in a lot of noise. That's my personal opinion. He's also shooting a 28 millimeter wide at 2.0, another piece of prime, a 35 millimeter 1.4, a 50 millimeter 1.4, and an 85 millimeter 1.4. Like I said, he also has the two teleconverters, which is a 1.4 tele, as well as a 2.0. He's got a bunch of pocket wizards, a bunch of flashes, and what's cool is he talked about bringing a Sigma MC11. So that is an adapter so that if any of his friends and colleagues that are shooting fast glass, that is Nikon or Canon, he'll be able to adapt it to the Sony A9, which I think is incredible, guys. I really do. This is a perfect example of someone being able to shoot Sony, an A9, for example, at a high-end event. The Winter Olympics. That is amazing for Sony. Now, if you go to the Winter Olympics and you look at the sea of cameras and lenses that are out there, you're going to see white lenses, which are going to be Canon. You're going to be seeing black lenses, which are Nikon, and you'll see a sprinkling of Sony. Not very much at all. But that's okay, guys. But this shows that they're doing it. They're moving forward. They're bringing out now that 400 millimeter beast prime glass, right, that we talked about a couple of videos ago. They're going to have that out there. I guarantee you Sony will start bringing out longer lenses that are prime, 500-600 millimeters, or even larger, $30,000 lenses like Canon does and Nikon does. I don't doubt it. I'm sure they will do it. So my question to you guys is, what do you think about Sony as of today? Do you think that it's a viable sports shooter? Are they going to start migrating Canon and Nikon to their platform with this 400 millimeter and some of the other things that they've been doing and doing right as of late? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment area below. Let's have this discussion. Where do you think Sony is going? Do you think they're there yet? Do you think they're getting there? Do you think they'll never get there? What are your thoughts? So anyways, guys, that is it for today. A bunch of Sony stuff, but I thought it was really, really interesting, especially that we're dealing with the Olympics right now. I'm enjoying it every night when I get back to the house. That's it, guys. I'm out of here for yet another vlog. As always, if you enjoy my content, throw me a big thumbs up. That would be super stellar, awesome, fantastic, great. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that notification button. So once I do come out with a new video, you'll get it immediately. Thank you so much. Here's to 5,000 subscribers. I thank you. I love you guys. And I'll see you in the next vlog. Take care. It's pretty sweet. Not bad. See you in a bit.